Hello everyone, welcome to an overview of the FoxVox Reworked campaign that I've been playing through on Twitch. The campaign, it's kind of just going by the bulky modded campaign. The gist of it is all of the zombies have 4 to 6 times hit points, but they move slower. He's also has a reworked skill tree, which I'll go over right now, the tech tree. And some of the waves and different mechanics throughout the campaign themselves have been reworked too. So some of the waves have much more zombies in them. They have different types of zombies in them than you're used to seeing, things like that. I haven't made it through the whole campaign at the time of filming this, but I am pretty far. So I think I'll end up making it, but we'll see. You just never know with me, I guess. Here's kind of his overview though. He says that here comes a new campaign. It's an expansion to my earlier 3x hit points bulky mod. The concept is that the zombies will be very bulky, 4 to 6 times hit points and slower. What's new? More time put into scaling the difficulty in the game. Mid and late game won't be the same as the early game. Tech tree further expanded with both new and updated nodes, summing up to a new type of challenge, but still with the good old tab style. So far, I have really enjoyed the majority of my playthrough. There will be videos where at times I complain about some of the stuff, but that's just normal with me, right? Things to note, he has removed hero missions and swarms. The hero missions are there, but you no longer have to do them, and the swarms have been removed completely. So he also changed the first 2 city builders to where you just boot them up, defend against a quick first wave, like, 8 hours into the game or something, 12 hours in. There's a wave that comes that is like 6 or 7 zombies that you just kill real quick, and then you hit the pop count of like 80 pop and you win. So really easy, makes it so you don't have to sit there and sit through 2 city builder missions, which as a streamer I really appreciate. But this is gonna be kind of an overview of the tech tree, a little overview, just a quick sneak peek, I guess, of what he's done so far and what he's doing with the tech tree, just so you can see if it's something you'd be interested in. And because if you do watch my playthrough, you'll probably notice that sometimes I don't go over the tech at the start of the mission. Sometimes I do, that kind of thing. So it's a little bit harder when you're live streaming, right? I try to do a good job of doing an overview of like, here's what I picked for tech. But if you just miss some of it, here's kind of, you can refer to this. So one of the things you'll notice right away, like this is new, right? So that's new. I don't think market's usually up here in this top row. I think usually it's somewhere down below. He's got, things like increased sawmill efficiency. So if you want 20% more wood, you can focus on that. I don't think this was usually 40%. I feel like it's like 30% in the standard campaign, but it could be wrong. So different things have buffs to them than normal too. So logistics, this usually added 30 storage, I believe. No, maybe it's 20. I think 20 storage actually. Now it's 50 storage. So there's a lot of extra storage you can get at the start of the maps. There's a lot of, you can get the trains to deliver you troops if you want now. So, you can get a free ranger, but the offset to that is to make a ranger, it costs an additional 30 gold. So there's a lot that goes into it. And if you're going to do a playthrough of the campaign, I guess this version, I would definitely recommend, taking 10 to 15 minutes to look through this and decide, okay, what do I really want to focus on? The missions also reward different amounts of tech points than you're used to. So like Hidden Valley, the first mission is going to give you 1,000. It does not usually give you 1,000. But for my playthrough, you'll kind of see what I ended up doing. I mean, I got my main troop that I wanted to use, and then I got food. I focused on food, and then I focused on train tech early because it's pretty hard to push into even walkers when they have 182 life, because it takes a ranger 19 shots to kill one walker. So it does this mod definitely changes the way that you have to approach maps. You might have to turtle up a lot more, things like that. So there are upgrades for basically everything though. So whether you want to focus on towers or a certain troop, there are upgrades available for said troop or tower. So for instance, ballistas, you can also pick up things like, sorry, I don't have this memorized or anything. I'm just kind of winging it here for you. Let's see. I know this up here has it. So there's effect radius for the ballista. There ends up being attack speed that you can do for your towers. You can do, where is it? It's basically they get huge range like this. They get huge range. They get better attack speed. And sometimes they get like the faster loading speed, which is when attack speed would be, if it's shooting a chubby, it's going to shoot him, 5 times in a row. Reload speed, loading speed would be when it has to switch targets. It's going to do that quicker for you too, right? So you can buff your towers. There's a lot of this is all new stuff over here. You could buff mutants. Well, rather when you take mutants, you're buffing your other troops, but you can also buff your mutants, right? So there's a bunch of like every wonder. There's just a bunch of different things that he did to it that are pretty cool in my opinion. Let's find a wonder for you guys to look at. So let's say you want your shocking towers absolutely maxed out. Well, this wonder actually gives you more shocking tower damage range, view range, and you get a free ranger at the start of the missions. That's just, with the lightning spire, the energy wonder. If you did the food wonder, you get training time for troops faster and a free ranger at the start. Each wonder has something to it that makes it unique. If you wanted the oil wonder, the chemical transmutation, yeah, it has stone wall life, stone gate life, stone tower life, and I think you get a free unit at the start. Maybe you don't with that one. Pretty much all the wonders give you a free unit at the start though. So you get a soldier and 5% additional armor if you go with the victorious. So everything has, I guess, been reworked, and there are things that you're going to want to focus on more than others. So the units, basically every unit has something like this available. So if you go through the medicine tree, you get over to movement speed, which is nice, especially if you're worried about late game when you have to adjust to waves on goddess. And then you have like attack speed and load speed, damage, and then view range. So every class pretty much has something like this available throughout the tech tree. If you go up here to, and if you want like stone transport, you have to have the expert workshop unlocked for that, which is the wood workshop. And then you also have to have, I guess that's it for this one. If you want the iron one, you have to have the stone workshop unlocked, right? Well, the stone workshop actually is requiring you to also have commerce, the market. So some of the stuff, if you're planning it out, make sure you double check because you have to do some weird stuff on it at times. So before that, I was saying, I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter, right? This is just a brief overview. Traps, you can buff your traps. If you wanted to try a unit only run, you probably want traps, right? If you want to buff wasps, let's say you're a big wasp fan, you've got wasp buffs available. If you want, let's say you're focusing on lucifers, there are lucifer upgrades available too. So you unlock the engineering center to get your Lucy's unlocked. Then you are like, okay, well, where can I buff them? Well, under mines of all things, there's Lucifer Life and Lucifer Effect Radius there, which you're going to go through that anyways if you're doing soldiers, because the soldiers, you get 15% damage over here and a big upgrade for the soldiers. You get all those different things. Damage, life, speed, attack speed, loading speed. Really nice. There's also a Lucifer buff that he added recently. Oh, there's another view range one, attack range for your stuff right there. There's another Lucifer one. Lucifer life and attack damage. You do want AoE. I'll tell you that much right now. You want to focus on some AoE, whatever it is. That's up to you. My playthrough, I'm doing soldiers and shocking towers and titans. Those are the main things I'm gone with. And it's been really tough. At times it's been really tough. Yeah, I would recommend give it a go. You know, if you are interested in downloading this mod, it is available in my Discord. You just, you know, hop into my Discord. There's a link down below in the video, and you would go to tab mods, and it is right here. It's the most recent thing that's in there. Tech, no hero, no city, no swarm, very bulky. That's the updated version that he had to fix some stuff because some stuff was bugged. If you run into any bugs, let him know in my Discord. Otherwise, good luck. I hope you can figure out a way through the campaign. You know, make sure you're paying attention to like difficulty 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The difficulties do matter a lot more this playthrough than they have in other playthroughs. It's not like you can just focus on a certain area maybe of the campaign tree that's usually easier. You actually need to kind of go through things, and it's been cool because I've played through the maps in a way different order than normally. So hope you enjoy the mod. Good luck, and I'll see you on the other side.